Hello and welcome back to the Monocle. Today we're gonna talk about a dating coach for a change. However, this time we really genuinely think that she has very good advice for women. So let's check her out.
Women do not hate nice men. What we do dislike is men who lack masculinity.
She says one sentence and she's 100% right.
The one thing that she did right immediately at the start is acknowledge that not only the nice nature is the thing that either puts people off or attracts or whatever. So it's the totality of the whole person.
Everybody can be nice, but can everybody be kind?
I think Dr. Peterson said it the best. Having the capacity for danger, but choosing to be kind is the key, I think. That's what she refers to as being masculine, having that access to that masculinity, but also then being nice is something that can lead to success with, not only with the opposite gender, but with everybody that you speak with. Yeah.
Yeah, because being good is actually difficult. Being nice, anybody can do that.
Yeah, ask us, like, we're good and it's hard.
Now, a lot of nice guys tend to be men who also lack other masculine traits that women find attractive. And what they do is they blame their nice nature as to why they have no success with women. When you take a man who still has masculine traits and is nice, he ends up having hyper success with women. But when you take a man who's nice by default, because he can't exercise his masculinity, he can't say no, he can't set boundaries.
You know that we always joke about that the woman will try to, change the man and so on when they are together. And I think this ties into that fact, which is the moment when your boundaries are not clear, the moment when you're not 100% okay with yourself, is the moment when the woman will be able to see and, break it down.
Break the armor, yeah.
Yeah. And then this is the moment when she loses respect for you.
He can't exert his dominance. Of course, women are not going to find that attractive. The difference between being nice and being a good guy is the nice guy desexualizes himself. And how he desexualizes himself is by...
Oh my God.
No.
So lame. Patreon or whatever. Where do we need?
What? That cut is...
Yeah.
But, okay. In short, what she says here is a nice guy does not have any kind of standard for a woman that he wants to be with. Oh, she's a woman, good enough for me.
What would you think is the end of that sentence? How he's desexualizing himself? If you ask me, he's trying too hard to get approval from her side, and by that he's just giving her stuff and never saying no and never standing firm in something that he believes, and that is the former aspect of the respect from the woman's side that you cannot. Once you lose that, good luck.
Good luck.
Now, if a woman feels like she's with a guy who's a people pleaser and will just want to keep the peace, I can't call a guy who's a people pleaser and ask him for advice. I just can't. He's just going to tell me what I want to hear. And I might feel soothed for 2 minutes, but I don't actually go to him for honesty and leadership.
This is true not only in man to woman interactions, but also in a friendship. If your friend is telling you something that you want to hear, then he's not a true friend.
The more you're willing to risk your relationship for standing for authenticity and what you believe to be the good thing to do, I think that the more genuine the relationship is.
Whereas when you have a man who's very nice, is very good to you, but he's also honest and he's also sincere, he'll say to you, oh, that looks terrible. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Even though it might be hard to hear, you start to trust their opinion. You start to recognize they're not a people pleaser. You recognize their masculinity. You recognize that this is attractive, and you recognize that truth means something to this person. And we're always attracted to people who attach to the truth, not people who attract to peace. Because in order to establish true peace, you have to fight for truth. Yeah?
Okay, so we commented on that already, right now. So men are attracted to the truth, women are attracted to peace. Not attracted, sorry. I would say men live the truth and women live for peace. This is why women are attracted to the truth and men are attracted to peace.
That's a very good take.
Yeah.
Have you read a book called No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover?
Nope. Robert.
I think that's a very good book. It taught me not to be a people pleaser or a nice guy. And I can say this without any embarrassment. I was a nice guy and I was a people pleaser. And I was friend zoned and I went through all that hell because I never had anybody tell me otherwise. I had luck to have come into this world of self-development, work on yourself and all that. After reading the book No More Mr. Nice Guy.
So that was your catalyst event for everything, or?
No. The catalyst event was this one woman who I was obsessed with. And
Self-improvement.
A woman spots a man with low self-esteem is he seems to be super impressed with her beauty. When a man is so impressed by a woman's physical beauty, she starts to have a power over him.
Do you agree? Do you agree? Do I agree? Do we all agree?
Very much so, yes. Very agreed. I have never found a woman to be more attracted to me than when I really tried hard not to look at her as a beautiful woman. And it's very true. It's for a man, you have different standard of what you find beautiful, and every man has different things that he prefers, likes.
Even though beauty is somewhat objective on a scale.
Of course. Yeah. And then when you find a really attractive woman, you will have a bit of an issue not being attracted to her. However, you will have to use your logic to say, hey, I will not please her. I will still stay on my path. And if she says something that I don't like, I will tell her, hey. So
check her, yeah.
Yeah, so as soon as you do that, you already have a much bigger chance. You have a 70% chance of something happening. Just because she is gonna be thrown off. Because most guys around her will be doing anything it takes to have her approval.
And that's also in some books that I've read. I'm not going to name them now because I read a lot of books, like 3 in my whole life. So, so I think also a part of attraction, so I may be wrong here, this is just my thoughts. A certain part of a woman's attraction towards a man also stems from him doing something that she could not possibly have expected, especially if that is during the first interaction. So this, I would say, goes in line perfectly with what you were saying, is when she expects him to be awestruck by her beauty and, you know, oh my God, she's like a goddess and whatever. When she comes and says, oh, okay, let's grab a beer, like I don't want to, you know, be here surrounded by these guys like that, then that is something that puts her on the back foot, because it's like, okay, so what is happening right now? This guy is talking to me like it's nothing, you know, I'm not used to that. And this is something that she does not have her defenses prepared for.
That builds the intrigue. Because if a woman knows exactly what you're gonna do, you are boring AF. However, if you are able to kick her out of her tracks, oh boy, you are in for a good ride. I love how that sounds. I don't care.
It sounded cancelable.
The most beautiful woman in the world will get in line for a man who's not that attractive if he's not that impressed by her appearance. If you don't have a lot of experience with beautiful women and you haven't been around a lot of women, women smell that off you very quickly, and then they learn that they can push your boundaries.
This is something we talk about a lot. About women pushing the boundaries and smelling the desperation of you. If you show that you are only in it to get something out of her, you're done.
Or to get something in her.
Mom, we gotta be polite here.
You're not going to go anywhere because she knows you can't do any better looks-wise. That's how we know a man's got low self-esteem. Whereas when a woman acts like her looks are great, he's very attracted to her, she's very beautiful, but they are not the glue for the relationship. He's not going to stay with her purely based on looks. Then she learns to respect him more. She learns that she has to bring something other than appearance and other than sex in order to keep this man.
It's very true that when a woman realizes that with her beauty she cannot retain a man, keep him around, she will have to do something else. She will have to bring something else to the table just so that the relationship is successful. And only if you are able to do that will a woman have respect for you and be with you because she is crazy in love.
And a major driver for that is, I'm not sure how to word this properly, but I think that a genuine relationship where both partners are happy needs to have that element where the woman is trying to prove herself to the man. Like, okay, look, this is something that I'm willing to do for you, to support you, to help you out, to, do those small things that the man is not even maybe designed to think about and does not need that, does not know that he needs them until he gets them with the woman. Yeah.
Agreed 100%. And before we get any kind of refutal here and comments saying, oh, how can you say this, how can you say that? A man also has a role in that relationship. A man's purpose is something that drives him and makes him a better man every day. So this is what a man has to do. Go for his purpose. What that purpose is, every man needs to find on their own. However, if they do not live by that and they try to be another woman in a relationship, that relationship is destined to fail.
Ooh, yes.
We need these kind of dynamics because this is the only way it works.